Akash Nair. Thank you so much, Akash. Beautiful. To begin tonight, Dr. Michelle Spoonmore, Assistant Head of School, will give the official invocation.
As we gather on this special day in celebration of accomplishments and future blessings, let us take a moment to honor those loved friends and family that are not with us here today. Please join me in a moment of silence to acknowledge their spirit and impact. Tonight, we give thanks for the opportunity to play a part in the lives of our new graduates. May what they have learned by being here with us allow them to serve others and make the world a better place. May what we have learned from them enable us to do the same. Let us continue to learn from those around us, from our diversity and from our world with compassion and gratitude. May our collective gratitude unite us in the desire to use all that we are and all that we have for the common good so that the reasons to be thankful will fill every life. As these graduates chart new beginnings and go forth in different paths to different experiences and different destinies, we ask that good fortune, safety, and the desire for perpetual learning be always with them. You may be seated.
Howard, Gaines, Pearson, Thompson, class salutatorian, will now give the official welcome.
On the behalf of the Board of Trustees, the administration, the faculty, and staff of the Winston School, it is my honor to welcome you to our 37th commencement ceremony, honoring the graduating class of 2022.
We will now have a piece of special music, Come Ready and See Me, written by Richard Hundley, performed by Catherine K. McCure.
Waiting with a candle
Ms. Marianne Farble, Student Council Advisor, and Ms. Charlotte Ann Safir, Student Council President, will now present the Student Council gift.
Hi, everyone. This year's student government was able to run Snack Shack and to sell Valograms, which funded several projects throughout this year. The student government was able to make a monetary donation to support a family for Christmas. We also got to host a senior luncheon. We also organized a fall formal, helped organize homecoming week and provide for homecoming court. We also facilitated painting. We also painted senior parking spots, which was the first ever in the Winston career. And we also sponsored the prom, and we provided senior gifts. The 2021 through 2022 student government would like to give the school a monetary donation to provide the games for the aftercare program. Thank you.
Rebbe J. Evans, head of the Winston School, will now present to you our commencement speaker.
Good evening. Our next speaker is not a stranger to Winston, and I will tell you why in just a moment. However, before I do, I would like to take a moment to say it is an honor and a pleasure to introduce to you our 2022 commencement speaker, Mr. Craig Lynch. Recently retired for the third time after selling All Aboard America Holdings Incorporated, a motor coach operator in the Southwest. He retired for the second time in 2007 after doubling the size of Coach America Holdings Incorporated, creating a profitable private equity exit. Craig led Greyhound Lines Incorporated as a public company from 1994 to 2003 as its president and chief executive officer. Combined revenues reached $1.2 billion with 16,000 employees. His team returned Greyhound to profitability, increased its stock's price by 5 times in 4 years, and then sold the company to a strategic buyer. While at Greyhound, he worked with Congressman John Lewis to recreate the Freedom Rides on the 40th anniversary of the Civil Rights Action that pushed the federal government to enforce integration and access for all people to the interstate transportation system. Earlier in his career, Mr. Lynch served as Executive Vice President and Chief Financial Officer of Phoenix-based Motor Coach Industries International Incorporated, the largest manufacturer of intercity coaches and transit buses in North America. In 1980, he co-founded Bus Lease Incorporated, which became the largest motor coach leasing company in the U.S., and in 1982, he also co-founded Engine Tech Incorporated, an importer and distributor of automotive engine parts to engine rebuilders in the United States and Canada. From 2006 to 2009, he served on the National Surface Transportation Infrastructure Financing Commission. Currently, Craig is consulting with transportation and transportation-related companies. He is an operating partner with Satori Capital, an advisor and director of Wanderoo Incorporated, a venture-funded travel aggregator, and an advisor to Bond Lane, a luxury scheduled service motor coach company providing first-class services in Texas. He serves on the board of directors of the Transportation and Supply Chain Institute at the University of Denver, where he teaches corporate finance. He has been chair of the Board of Trustees for the Winston School and has served on the board for over 20 years. That is why he is not a stranger to Winston. He is also a member of the Board of Governors of the Dallas Symphony Orchestra. Craig served in the U.S. Air Force in the Vietnam era after graduating from Georgia Tech and the Wharton School. He is married, has 2 children who are both LD, one of whom graduated from the Winston School. And I quote Mr. Lynch, his wife is not LD, and managed to successfully deal with the rest of us. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Craig Lynch to the podium.
Thank you, Rebbe. Good evening. I'm honored and privileged to be with you all on this very special day. I want to thank Mrs. Evans for the invitation to speak tonight and for her overly generous introduction, which I wrote. If I'm not going to do it, who will? And I want to acknowledge the great work that the faculty and staff of the Winston School do every day. Their work with each of you has been instrumental in bringing us together to celebrate your wonderful accomplishment, the successful completion of your high school journey. As a longtime member of the Winston Board of Trustees, I also want to recognize their attendance tonight and thank them for their generous contribution of time and resources to the school. And may God bless your parents for supporting you in your journey and finding this school for you. One of a parent's many great challenges is to find schools that fit their children and enable their children to develop and flourish in their educational journey. Tonight is evidence of your parents' successful selection. Congratulations. I hope that the next few minutes will not be a traditional graduation speech, but an acknowledgement of our success in dealing with our differences and a bold-faced, direct invitation to consider a business career in your future. Why? Because not only have I found enjoyment, happiness, and fulfillment in creating, building, and even fixing businesses, I have found the support that I needed to continue to overcome my differences, and in fact, value and appreciate those differences. I'm not alone in my business experience, but back to that in a moment. Please let me be clear. Of course, you can choose whatever path you want. You have learned at Winston to build on your strengths and compensate for your challenges. I have in my life folks with learning differences who are lawyers on the board of Winston, Michelle Garza, and a graduate with my son, Stephen Petty, and doctors, namely my daughter, a pediatrician specializing in adolescents with challenges including ADHD and dyslexia. We regularly see our graduates being successful in the arts and sciences. People with learning differences also do well as teachers, counselors, coaches, and school administrators. But tonight, I want to focus on your opportunity to be successful in the business world. Charles Schwab, the creator of the discount brokerage industry and the founder of Charles Schwab Corporation, is dyslexic. He didn't know he was dyslexic until his youngest son was diagnosed, and he realized that both he and his sister had learning differences. He did poorly in school, even flunked English, but he found subjects that interested him. He was very good at economics, so he stuck with it. Charles Schwab, like so many of us, was smart. He graduated from Stanford with a BA and an MBA and went into the investment brokerage business, eventually realizing that the business needed to be computerized, and his garage-based team of 4 to 5 folks who complemented his skill set transformed the business of helping ordinary people buy and sell stock. He built Charles Schwab into a big company, but please remember, he started as an entrepreneur with an idea and a very small business. His early life experiences dealing with his learning differences gave him the foundation to start and build a great company. By the way, founded in California, Charles Schwab is 30 miles west of here and generates $19 billion a year in revenue annually. John Chambers joined a small company called Cisco Systems, Inc. in 1983 and eventually became its CEO and chairman. He helped build the company whose products connect you and me to the internet. He also has severe learning differences. Quoting him, "Deal with life the way it is, not the way you wish it was. And if hurdles are thrown in front of you, learn how to get over them." I know in this room I'm preaching to the choir, but Chambers continues, "I had a learning disability, dyslexia," his words, not mine, There was doubt that I would even graduate from high school. Now my parents never believed that, and with hard work and a very wonderful teacher who helped me understand what was going on in my brain long before learning differences were really understood, I made it. Chambers graduated from West Virginia University with a BSBA in business and got his MBA from Indiana University. My next example is Laura Paugh, who retired in 2020 from Marriott after a 40-year career, becoming their Senior Vice President for Investor Relations. Her story is very similar. She struggled in grade school, couldn't read properly until age 9. Her school put her in a class for children with behavioral problems. Amid the chaos, her words, she learned to tune out the noise and do the homework. By her senior year, she was an A student. She acknowledged, under the right circumstances, I wasn't as dumb as I thought. She received her BA in economics and an MBA at the University of Maryland. Early in her career, she was the only woman in the finance department at Ford. She was demeaned and ostracized by her male colleagues. Eventually, she found a more collegial and supportive place at Marriott, where she discovered her niche, helping investors understand the investment opportunity that Marriott Securities presented. Ms. Paugh not only had to overcome learning differences, but early in her career, she suffered through an inhospitable, discriminatory environment. She overcame both. Now, at the beginning of my comments, I suggested that we had a shared experience with learning difference. Like the 3 business leaders, I was never diagnosed. Like Charles Schwab, I figured it out when my youngest child was diagnosed. That realization forced me to think back 9 years earlier when my daughter's 3rd grade teacher suggested that we have her tested for learning differences. And my wife and I said no. We didn't believe it was necessary. A classic parental mistake. A very big oops. She was finally diagnosed prior to her junior year in high school, and with testing accommodations, got into a very good college that successfully prepared her for medical school. Thinking back to my elementary school experience, I was a very slow reader. I dreaded book reports, so when I was assigned a book report, I would go to the library and find the shortest books to minimize the pain. Even in math, which was my strength, I couldn't complete timed tests for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division that were presented as page-long sets of problems crammed with 80 to 100 computations. I would answer 5 or 6, turn in the rest of the page blank. My teacher understood and never embarrassed me or gave me a bad grade. The public school teachers of the 1950s were brilliant, committed women who, with care and concern for their students and years of experience, knew how to deal with learning difference kids, even though the condition hadn't yet a name. Today, those ladies would be doctors, lawyers, school superintendents, and CEOs. Ultimately, I found my strength in math and science. Why or how? Because the books for those subjects had fewer words and lots of white space around the formulas and proofs. I could read them more easily than a history text or an English novel. So yes, I share my differences with Charles Schwab, John Chambers, Laura Paugh, and with you. Like the others, I started with small businesses and eventually ran a pretty big business, Greyhound Lines, with 16,000 employees, 25 million passengers, and $1 billion in annual revenue. But I had the most fun when I started out and operated a small business where I could see all my co-workers every day and brainstorm solutions to our problems, working together and helping each other. Another example, in my early business years, I was lucky to have a mentor and partner 12 years my senior who wanted to help young people find their way in the business world. By the way, when my mentor was young, his mother read him his school books because he couldn't read them himself. The folks I describe above all had early life experiences that they had to overcome. With the help of family, teachers, and mentors, they not only overcame their challenges, but gained the confidence to set and achieve ambitious goals. 15 years ago, a professor of entrepreneurship at the Cost Business School in London interviewed 139 small business owners in the United States and found that 35% of them identified themselves as dyslexic. 35%. By contrast, only 10% of the U.S. population has learning differences. The researcher concluded, quote, "We found that dyslexics who succeed had overcome an awful lot in their lives by developing compensatory skills. If you tell your friends you're going to start a business, you'll hear over and over that it won't work. It can't be done. But dyslexics are extraordinarily creative about maneuvering their way around a problem," end quote. But one more point. I drew the Charles Schwab and John Chambers stories from a book called Lessons from the Top: The Search for America's Best Business Leaders. One of the lessons that the authors learned from the 50 business leaders they studied was to live with integrity and lead by example. This lesson will be critical to your life success, and it's not difficult to achieve because it's a choice. Your coworkers and employees will know if you're not honest with them. They have finely tuned BS meters. Maybe you can BS the boss, but you can't BS your coworkers. In business, your employees and customers and suppliers must trust you if you're going to be successful. Trust is based on personal integrity, and integrity is a choice, your choice. The combination of personal integrity and your early life learning give you a foundation for success in business and in life. So of the ramblings of a get-off-my-lawn old guy almost 2 generations older than you, what would I like you to remember? Well, first, your early life issues have given you a foundation for and practice in addressing life's problems. Second, latch on to teachers and mentors. If they get you, understand you, they can help you find what you are meant to do. If you find your purpose in serving customers, making better products, providing good jobs, improving your community, and dealing with all honesty, consider a business path. After all, you will get to hire the lawyers and accountants that you thought were smarter than you. And finally, embrace your differences. There is value and power in being different. The world needs new solutions, different perspectives, and problems solved. Your differences will enable you to succeed in your next steps forward. So always remember, you are blessed by your family, your friends, your mentors, and your differences. Thank you.
Jolie Hope Raymond will now present Broken People that she both wrote and will perform.
Hello. Oh, sorry, you can't hear me. Hi, guys. How are you? Are we doing good today? Yes? Yay! Okay. I'm Jolie. I'm a graduating senior here. We made it. Yay! Thank goodness. That was hard for a second. So I was asked to kind of write a song about what Winston has meant for me, and Winston was the first place that made me feel like being different was not just like okay, that it was celebrated. Sorry, I wasn't gonna get emotional, but it was the first place that made me feel like different was normal and different was what made you unique. And so this song was about how other schools made me feel broken for having a learning disability, but Winston made me feel like special for it. So this is Broken People. Everybody's dealt a card and life to play, holding it together so we don't fade away. You're not the only one who falls most days. Everybody's got a mountain that they gotta face, and we are just broken parts and broken people. We need a little love in a world gone evil. I and I and I and I know I'm not alone. Everybody cries and loses hope. The journey isn't always easy, cracks in the road. Not the only one who's dreaming and getting O's. A fire within you, you just can't let go. And we are just broken parts and broken people. We need a little love in a world gone evil. I and I and I and I and I know I'm not alone. We are just broken parts and broken people. We need a little love in a world gone evil. I and I and I and I and I know, yeah, that I'm not alone. Thank you.
Rebbe J. Evans, head of the Winston School, will present senior class honors and honor our seniors with a gift of words.
It has been a long-standing tradition that every year members of the senior class write reflective statements for their classmates. The statements are assembled into a message we refer to as the gift of words. The graduates will be receiving their gifts of words from their classmates tonight. Isabella Katrina Baird. Bella, your classmates would like you to know that you are an awesome person. They have found you to be kind, loyal, and a very trusting friend. You are funny, which has helped your classmates get through the senior year. And lastly, they are inspired by your artistic gifts and talents. And they know you are going to do great things. Aaron Mitchell Bard. Aaron, your classmates see you as being an amazing individual and a great best friend over the past 5 years. Your classmates find it admirable that they have not heard you say a single negative thing about anyone in the time that they have known you. One classmate shared that you have been an incredible friend. You've always shared his love of basketball, and he feels very blessed to have you in his life. Lastly, your classmates see you as an extremely intelligent young man with a very genuine heart. They wish you all the best in college. Jacob Ryan Bradley. Jacob, your classmates have noticed that you have lots of love for what and whom you care about. They have enjoyed having you as a friend because you are always positive, witty, and resilient. They have noted your ability to make someone feel better because of your caring personality. They admire that you are a talented musician who has a true passion for the arts. Lastly, they are certain that your big brains will definitely get you far in life. Joshua Quinn Broadus. Quinn, your classmates think you are one of the greatest people they have met, and you have a huge influence on them when it comes to your creativity. Seriously, you are one of the most creative people they have ever met in their life. You have an ability to see art in literally anything. You have a 1 in a million brain. They ask that you never forget that you are destined for great things. And lastly, never lose your loose, fun-driven nature. Jacob Thomas Kassler. Jacob, according to your classmates, you have a great sense of humor. You would make a great military buddy because you're always prepared and you have incredible courage. They would absolutely trust you with their lives. They also noted that you have a passion for complicated subjects, as you always have an opinion worth listening to. And lastly, your future is very bright, and you're going to make a great dad someday. Michael Tucker Cohen. Michael, according to your classmates, you are a basketball sharpshooter. You are always so upbeat. You have great energy and a positive vibe. You're very friendly and gives the best hugs and encouraging fist bumps right before test. You're a very talented person. As a matter of fact, you've got skills to pay the bills, and you always welcome a challenge. Lastly, you are so awesome, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Harper Andreessen Espaillat. Harper, your classmates have observed that you are very sweet and determined in everything that you do. You are always looking to do your very best. You are efficient, honest, and good-hearted. Lastly, they appreciate that you are very knowledgeable and interesting to have a conversation with. Your classmates have said that you are a great artist with a fantastic mind. Lastly, you've been fun to be around. Spencer Hancock Friesen. Spencer, your classmates have described you as being an amazing friend, a comrade of the highest order. You find humor and happiness in everything and spread it to others. It has been fun having you in class, for there was never a boring day when you were there. You know where you stand, and much appreciation was conveyed for the way you can express your opinion with sweetness and grace. You made theater productions so much fun. It was nice to have another person in government class that knows basic political theory. Lastly, you're going to be a great lawyer. Caleb Malik Johnson. Caleb, your classmates think that you are reliable, funny, and always tells it like it is. You fully embrace who you are. You're able to not care what others think of you, and they really appreciate the confidence that you exude. You have a great fashion sense as well. You are a good mix of seriousness and comedy. You have a great future ahead of you, as your creativity and determination will take you far. Lastly, they can't wait to see you become a great engineer. Rhythm Zachariah Johnson. Rhythm. Your classmates describe you as being a vibrant, radiant person with a beautiful mind and soul. As a matter of fact, you really live up to your first name. You walk to your own beat, regardless of what other people think. You are super talented at making music. In fact, you have such an incredible music mixing talent that you could win a Grammy one day. They are sure you will succeed at whatever you pursue. And lastly, they can't wait to see you become a genuine producer. Joshua Way Jones. Joshua, The class of 2022 considers you to be the chillest guy they have ever met. They admire how you are so willing to stick your neck out for others. And they feel this trait and your generosity speaks volumes about you as a person. They noted that you don't speak much, but when you do, others should be sure to listen. You know exactly when to contribute to a conversation, and when you do, it lightens up the room. They have determined that when you speak, everyone should be sure to listen. And they think it is magical that you move in silence, yet you manage to be there for everyone. Lastly, they want you to know that you have the power to achieve anything, and they are going to miss you much. Catherine K. McClure. Catherine, your classmates think you are very fun to talk to about random stuff. You're funny, you're talented, and you've been a great friend and classmate. You are a genius in literature and basically smart all around. You are talented as an actor and a theater tech. You are a terrific singer, as we've just heard this evening, with a great ambition and persistence, and your voice is like an angel, and we would agree. Lastly, they just know that you are going places. Miles Buchanan Munson. Miles, your classmates have observed that you are a movie whiz who holds a lot of respect for the art of filmmaking. You have a good mind for the best films. You are blessed with a true passion for the topics that interest you. You are so talented when it comes to acting, and you would make an excellent film director. You are very strong about your opinions, and they ask that you never lose that, because you're fun to listen to and you're full of thoughts and ideas. You are very kind and have been a close and very beloved friend. They wish you all the best in the film business and want you to know. Lastly, Miles, you got this. Xavier Darion Nixon. Xavier, or Zay as we call you, according to your classmates, you are a natural leader and an awesome, very charismatic dude. You are so sincere in everything that you do. You have a grounded and kind spirit. You are wise way beyond your years, and you have been a very vital part of the Winston community. You are highly respected and should know that sympathy and leadership are your best skills. Thank you so much for your support. Lastly, your skills and strong moral compass are going to take you far in life. Alvaro Palacios. Alvaro, to your classmates, you are a loyal and good friend. You are always complimentary and accepting of others. You are also very protective of the people you love. You really care and check up on them. You are so outgoing and very easy to love. You bring the life to the party. Your classmates wish to thank you for always being there, being kind, and being such a good listener when they really needed one. Lastly, they expect your intelligence, along with your ability to know how to use it, will take you very far. Ward Pearson Thompson. Ward, you have been characterized by your classmates as being one who always lights up the room with your humor and laughter. They feel that you are one of the best people they have ever met. They have enjoyed having you as a friend throughout the years at Winston. You have shown a level of kindness and tolerance that you did not have to whatsoever. You are always ready with some kind of funny quip or question, and they have enjoyed your spunky spark of energy. Lastly, they ask that you never let that go. Jolie Hope Freeman. Jolie, your classmates have noted that you have a heart of gold. You are really kind, caring, sweet, and behaves like an angel. You are one of the most honest people they have ever met. They also see you as an extremely talented musician, and we just saw why. They love to hear you play your guitar and sing. They admire that you are a powerful combination of musical talent and friendly disposition. Lastly, they know your songwriting will go places and you're going to do well in Nashville. Go get 'em, Jolie. Jonathan Luke Reth. John, your classmates think you are a very talented woodsman. You have been a great classmate and friend. Your get-to-it attitude is remarkable. You have a lot of passion and skill for digital media. You are really good at droning also, and you are an epic gamer with a great sense of humor. Lastly, they ask that you never change a thing about yourself. Charlotte Ann Saphir. Charlotte, your classmates appreciate that you have a very kind and welcoming disposition. You make everyone around you feel they are part of the group. They love your super kind heart and very bubbly personality. You always have a positive outlook on everything, and you always warm a room with your big personality. They also noted your strong work ethic, Charlotte. Your classmates want you to know that they are so glad you came to Winston. Lastly, because you are so awesome, your future holds limitless possibilities. Grace Susanna Taboada. Grace, the class of 2022 thinks you have a very creative mind. They cannot begin to imagine how someone can be this talented in art. They also think you are incredibly sweet and that you have a positive and funny mindset. They have noticed how you always go above and beyond in all that you do. They are very impressed with your strong work ethic. Lastly, you have a very bright future ahead of you, and they're really looking forward to reading one of your comic books one day. Jacques David Hoff-Trochu. Jack, your classmates see you as determined to succeed. You are an amazing singer, actor, and friend. You make them laugh every day. There is much appreciation for all the times you jumped in to help when a classmate was struggling with something. You are very knowledgeable about many different topics. They have especially enjoyed discussing the functions of the government with you. Lastly, you are smart, and your classmates want you to get out there and get what you want. Jackson Scott Walker. Jackson, to your classmates, you are gifted at finding humor in a troubling situation. You are just hilarious, and they truly appreciate the way you always try to lighten situations through your personality and humor. It has been so much fun having you as a friend and a classmate. They have learned a lot from you in the time that they have known you. As a gamer, you are well-versed and skilled in a plethora of games. Lastly, they wish to thank you for everything and ask that you enjoy your time at college. Class of 2022, I would like to add a few additional gifts to the words of, to those of your classmates. Your teachers and the staff have characterized you as being tenacious, empathetic, humorous, supportive, and among the most incredible students they have ever worked with. You have accomplished so much over the years, and you have taken such great care of each other along the way. So in closing, and on the behalf of our Board of Trustees, administration, faculty, and staff of the Winston School, it has been one of our greatest pleasures to serve you, class of 2022. We have enjoyed watching you grow and develop into the extraordinary young men and women you are today. As you embark upon the next phase of your life's journey, remember to keep on learning. Though your graduation is done, your whole life's an education that has only just begun. Your diploma is the first step, for knowledge is the special key to winning what you want in life and being who you want to be. If you'll always be a student, you'll find the secrets to success and travel on the golden road to peace and happiness by Joanna Fuchs. We love you. We wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations on your graduation. Next, I will ask Dr. Spoonmore to join me for some special awards that we will be giving this evening. First, I would like to take a moment to again recognize the following students. Would you please stand when I call your name? Once again, the class of 2022's salutatorian, Ward Pearson Thompson. And the class of 2022's valedictorian, Spencer Friesen. Thank you. You may be seated. The History Award is given to the senior who has consistently demonstrated excellence in the area of historical studies. The History Award for the class of 2022 will be given to Spencer Friesen this evening. Spencer, come on up. Come on. Next, we have the Mathematics Award, which is given to the senior who has consistently demonstrated excellence in the area of mathematical studies. The Math Award goes to Aaron Bard. The World Language Award is given to the senior who has consistently demonstrated excellence in the area of foreign language. The World Language Award goes to Alvaro Palacios. The Science Award is given to the senior who has consistently demonstrated excellence in the area of scientific studies. The Science Award this year goes to Xavier Nixon. The English Award is given to a senior who has shown considerable skills in creative writing, insight in literary analysis, and dedication to composition and class discussion. The English Award goes to Spencer Friesen. And next we have service awards, which were given to students who have been cooperative, thoughtful, and helpful to faculty and staff while approaching their academics in a positive manner, working to the best of their ability. The service awards for the class of 2022 are going to Charlotte Saphir and Ward Pearson Thompson. The Churchill Award is given to a senior who best represents the school community. This individual is a positive role model who sets a wonderful example for others to follow and consistently demonstrates a positive attitude and perseverance. The Churchill Award for 2022 goes to Aaron Bard. The Pay It Forward Award is given to the student who that best helps others without expecting anything in return. They serve as an example for all of us by caring of others to a new level. The Pay It Forward Award goes to Xavier Nixon. And last, the Head of School Award is given to the student who best exemplifies the Winston School philosophy by attaining success in spite of their learning difference. The recipient of this award this evening, I asked the teachers to give me a few adjectives to describe this person. This student has been with Winston for 7 years, I believe. And throughout the 7 years has worked diligently, has exhibited strong work ethic, has persevered through a lot of learning challenges, and has come out on the other side the victor for his efforts, determination, and I am so thrilled to be awarding the Head of School Award to Michael Cohen.
Next up, we have Spencer Hancock Frizen presenting us, the class valedictorian, presenting us with the senior message.
Good evening, everyone. Hello. I'm honored to be standing here before you presenting the senior message. For your convenience, I've kept it kind of brief, and also because I'm not good at writing. 2 nights ago, I was driving home from a school event at Dave & Buster's with my mother when I finally decided to answer the insistent calls of an unknown number I had previously ignored. It was none other than Miss Evans, delivering the simultaneously joyous and horrifying news that I was Winston's 2022 class valedictorian. I had been unexpectedly honored with the title of valedictorian. Yay! On the other hand, I now had 2 days to write a speech that I delivered to represent this school to a whole crowd of people. Decidedly not yay. Now, I'm a product of the theater. I know how to act in front of a crowd. But preparing my own speeches isn't something I'm particularly accustomed to. So there I was, fretting about what to speak about. And then I realized something neat. I actually have a lot to say about Winston. Mostly good, I promise. Let me start by contextualizing my Winston experience. I came to Winston at a very low point in my life. I had just transitioned from another school where, simply put, I didn't fit in. I never found an accepting friend group, the workload was too much, and my learning differences were not properly accommodated. I was suffering from untreated and undiagnosed bipolar disorder, and my faith in my own ability to succeed and be happy was shaken. I was apprehensive to come here. I thought it would be a repeat of my previous school. But on my very first day here, I found that things would be different. My earliest memory of the school is sitting next to John Reff in Miss Olson's chemistry class. He struck up a conversation with me right away, and I found him funny. His friendly disposition put me at ease. Perhaps, I thought, things would be better here. 3 years later, and John is still my best friend. I've since made friends with a host of wonderful people. The class I'm graduating with, Winston's graduating class of 2022, are some of the most talented, creative, bright, driven, and kind people I've had the pleasure of knowing. I am truly humbled and grateful to be part of this group. Winston's community is incomparable to anything I've ever experienced before, and I'm likely to experience again. Calling the Winston community a family would be cliche, so I won't. Thanks, Mrs. Ortiz. No, Winston's community isn't a family. It's a coordinated ecosystem of education. Every single time I've needed something during my time here at Winston, it's been extended to me as if by providence. The teachers and my classmates have been so accommodating and patient with me, it's not even funny. During my junior year, when I needed a quiet place to be at the end of the day because I was irritable, Mr. Jennings had the perfect place in his conference room. That same year, when I was throwing tantrums in Algebra 2 because I didn't understand the material, no worries, Mrs. Fauble would let me take a walk and come back with a clear head, no questions asked. I want to stay at the school for my senior year despite moving to Omaha, Nebraska. Every one of my teachers volunteered to undergo the horrors of online schooling to allow that dream to become a reality. I need a place to stay in Dallas for 2 whole weeks so that I can finish my year here. For crying out loud, both Bella and Jack Troshu's families offered to host me for 2 weeks. That's the Winston effect. The Winston difference. Winston's je ne sais quoi. Every single person here wants you to succeed and is happy to see you doing well. There have been times over the past 3 years where I have been miserable to have as a friend or as a student. There have been times where I've driven my teachers and classmates mad. But at the end of the day, everyone has been here to cheer me on when I've improved. They've all greeted me with a smile and an encouraging word when I've returned from a hardship. I've been shown more patience and kindness in these 3 years than some people are shown in a lifetime. I believe I speak not only for myself and my own class, but for all Winston students, past, present, and future, when I say that Winston affords that level of care and generosity of spirit to everyone who steps through these doors. This is because Winston sees the latent potential in all students. It's not some detached organization that deals in numbers and statistics. Winston sees students eye to eye as people. The faculty is empathetic and makes a genuine effort to understand each student and their learning style and teach in a way that best facilitates each student to learn. Winston takes struggling students and provides them with the necessary tools to not only survive, but to thrive and discover themselves. Winston understands that brilliance doesn't always coincide with being a model student. I'm sure I'm not the only person in my class who, without some of the organizational help from my teachers, wouldn't have made it here to graduation. As we, the graduating class of 2022, stand at the threshold of our lives beyond high school, it is clear to me within our group are some of the most notable artists, musicians, filmmakers, and businessmen and women of a generation. Winston did not instill in us that talent. It simply recognized and fostered it. We are ready to go out and change the world with our skills. We've been taught to walk so that we may now run and soon soar. It is now up to us to take that which we've learned, communication, diligence, organization, and knowledge of and confidence in ourselves, and use it to change the world. I don't mean that in some grandiose way, such as ending world hunger or reversing global warming, although if that's your aim, go for it. I mean this in the sense that each and every one of us will change the world in our own particular way, whether it be through creating music that helps a young person through a tough time, defending innocent people accused of crimes in court, or educating the next generation of innovators. Of course, Winston isn't a perfect school. We still have to pay for dress-down days. I mean, come on, they're my clothes. I'm not gonna pay a ransom just to wear them. I digress. Winston has helped me to grow and succeed as a person. For that, I am truly thankful. All that said, I dislike long, boring speeches as much as the rest of you, so allow me to conclude by reading What is Success by Ralph Waldo Emerson. And this is what I wish for all of you, my classmates. To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the approbation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends, to appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, to give of oneself, to leave the world a bit better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition, to have played and laughed with enthusiasm and sung with exultation, to know even one life has breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. I wish you success, fulfillment, and contentment. Stay weird, Winston. Thank you.
Presenting the class of 2022 will be two of our senior advisors, Miss Marianne Fabel, Ms. Jonette Ortiz. Presenting the diplomas will be Ms. Rebbe Evans, Michelle Early, Chairman of our board, and Dr. Michelle Spoonmore.
The faculty, administration, and Board of Trustees of the Winston School have certified that the following students have met the requirements to receive a high school diploma in the state of Texas.
Isabella, Katrina, Baird, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, Winston Leadership Academy, Winston Fine Arts Academy, and Winston World Cultures Academy. Let's do it.
Aaron Mitchell Bard, National Honor Society, Winston Leadership Academy.
Jacob Ryan Bradley, National Honor Society.
Joshua Quinn Broadus, National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, Winston Leadership Academy, Winston Fine Arts Academy, Winston World Cultures Academy.
Jacob Thomas Kassler.
Michael Tucker Cohen, National Beta Club.
Harper Andresen Espelat. I still pronounce it right.
Spencer Hancock Friesen, Class Valedictorian, International Thespian Society.
Caleb Malik Johnson, National Beta Club.
Rhythm Zachariah Johnson, Winston Leadership Academy.
Okay, get behind him. Okay, there. Joshua Way Jones, National Art Honor Society. Good job.
Catherine K. McClure.
And you just fall I'm gonna miss you.
Miles Buchanan Munson.
Xavier Darion Nixon. National Honor Society, National Art Honor Society, National Beta Club, Winston Leadership Academy, and Winston Fine Arts Academy.
There we go. Alvaro Palacios, National Honor Society, Winston World Cultures Academy, Winston Solar Science Academy.
Howard Gaines Pearson Thompson, class salutatorian. National Honor Society, Winston World Cultures Academy, Winston Leadership Academy.
There we go. Jolie Hope Riemann. National Honor Society. Winston World Cultures Academy, Winston Leadership Academy.
Jonathan Luke Reff.
Yep. Charlotte Ann Saphir. National Honor Society. Couldn't get anything out here. National Art Honor Society, Winston World Cultures Academy, Winston Leadership Academy, Winston Fine Arts Academy. Busy girl, busy girl.
Thank you.
Grace Susanna Tabuada. National Beta Club, National Art Honor Society, Winston Fine Arts Academy.
It's slippery, it's slippery. Darling, congratulations. Jacques David Hoff Trochu. National Beta Club, International Thespian Society, Winston World Cultures Academy, Winston Solar Science Academy.
Jackson Scott Walker, National Honor Society, Winston Solar Science Academy, Winston World Cultures Academy.
Sit down, then we'll make an announcement. Gotta get them both to sit down. Jack's taking his. Oh, he's got her. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure to present to you the Winston Schools graduating class of 2022.
The upper school choir, accompanied by Cash Nair, will now present Go Forth with Song. Will Jennings, Director of Student Affairs, will end our ceremony with tonight's benediction.
As we end tonight, I welcome everyone in a moment of prayer, gratitude, and contemplation. Graduates, on this your day and every day, may God's gifts rest upon you. Go out in joy as you celebrate your achievement here today. Go out with confidence. Know that the light of love will lead your way. Go out in unity, take your gifts, and give them to the world. Go out with strength, clothed and equipped with all you've learned. Go out with wisdom as God renews your mind each day. Go out in love with kindness and blessings to give away. Go out and take your studies to bless the world with creativity, difference, integrity, and joy. Go out with freedom. There is so much more to see, enjoy, and learn. Congratulations. Amen.
Thank you so much for sharing tonight's ceremony. Please be safe and have a great evening. Thank you so much.